Are you tired of Joy-Con drift and hand cramps? This might be the best controller shell that you can get for the Nintendo Switch. Let's take a look at the Nitro Deck from CRKD. Quick disclaimer, before we start, I bought this Nitro Deck with my own money, so everything you see here is my honest opinion. Alright, let's start the unboxing. When you open the box, the first thing you see is a card that says important. It has a QR code that you can scan for the manual. Under the card, you get a full paper manual, and yes, it even has another QR code if you want to check the full digital version. And finally, you get the Nitro Deck itself, right here, simple and clean. The setup is pretty straightforward, no extra step or confusion, just plug your Switch and you're ready to go. The Nitro Deck has a really solid feel to it. Right away, you can tell it's made with a good quality plastic. It doesn't feel cheap at all. It has a matte texture finish, which gives it a premium look and helps you with the grip. It won't slip out of your hands during long play sections. One thing I really like is that it feels sturdy. You won't get a flimsy controller feel like what you do with the original Joy-Cons. Everything feels tight and well built. The stick feels smooth and firm, and the buttons have a nice click to them. Not too soft, not too hard. The D-pad also feels great, especially if you play a lot of retro fighting games. On the back, you get extra buttons that you can remap, which is a nice touch for gamers who like more control. And overall, the design looks clean and modern, almost like it was made by Nintendo itself. And it really makes the Switch look like a complete handheld instead of just a tablet with Joy-Con controllers attached on the side. Let's quick go over how to set them up. Super simple, just slide your Nintendo Switch into the Nitro Deck until you hear that simple click. It fits perfectly and locks in place. Once it's connected, go into your Switch settings, scroll down to controllers and sensors, and make sure Pro Controller wire communication is turned on. And that's it. Nitro Deck is ready to go. No pairing, no extra steps, just plug and play. When it comes to comfort, the Nitro Deck really changes the way the Switch feels in your hands. The shape is more like the real controller, with nice curve that fit naturally in your hands. No more hand cramps like you get on the regular Joy-Cons. The weight feels just right. Not too heavy, not too light, just balance. And you can play for hours without feeling tired. And because the solid build, you don't get that wobbly, flimsy feeling that you normally feel when you're holding the Switch Joy-Cons. Everything feels just like a solid piece. The sticks are responsible and precise, and there's zero drift thanks to the Hall effect sensors, which is a big win if you ever deal with Joy-Con drift. It honestly feels like you're playing it on a premium handheld console. Overall, gameplay feels more smoother and more comfortable, almost like having an RT level upgrade in your hands when compared with the stock Joy-Cons. Let's talk about real gameplay and how the Nitro Deck feels in action. I tested it with some games to see how it performs. In The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, the sticks feel super precise, making movement and camera control smooth that you can easily pull off quick dodges and aim your bow without any drift. In Mario Kart 8, racing feels comfortable for long sections, and responsible buttons and remappable back buttons makes drifting and using them easier than ever. Super Mario 3D World platforming precision is perfect, and the D-pad feels solid for quick actions. Jumping, sprinting, and navigating feels super natural. In Tetris, the D-pad feels just responsible and nice to use, with very precise movement. Overall, gameplay feels much smoother and more comfortable. The Nitro Deck lets you focus on the game instead of adjusting the hand cramps or drift, which is exactly what you want for a pro-level handheld setup. The Nitro Deck isn't just about comfort, it's packed with some cool features too. On the back, you get the remappable buttons, which you can customize to fit your playstyle. They're easy to reach and perfect for games that need quick actions, like shooters or fighting games. You also have USB Type-C port on the back, so you can charge while it's on dock mode inside your Nitro Deck. There is a pass-through port if you want to use accessories to connect into a stem. Now, one of the biggest highlights is the Hall effect sticks. These use magnetic sensors, so you never had to worry about drift again. They feel super smooth and accurate. And the best part, the sticks are detachable, so you can swap them out to find the style that fits you best, whether you like a taller, shorter, or textured sticks caps. The Nitro Deck app on the App Store lets you check your Nitro Deck rarity. It's a phone collector feature that makes each device feel unique. So yes, it's not just a shell, it's a smart controller that gives you a pro level control on your handheld setup. Now, let's talk about operations and the cool extras the Nitro Deck comes with. It supports wire mode operation, which means that you can connect it directly to the lower input lag possible, perfect for competitive and fast-paced games. You can program the back buttons really easy, just hold down the function button and the back buttons, so you can set up, then press the button you want to copy, and here that is. If you ever want to reset or clear the back buttons, just hold both back buttons together with the function buttons for a few seconds and it clears everything instantly. There is also support for turbo settings. You can turn any button into rapid fire buttons, great for action shooters games. And yes, you can adjust rumble strength and trigger actuation, so you can fine tune how sensitive your triggers feel during gameplay. And on top of all that, the Nitro Deck app on the App Store lets you check your Nitro Deck rarity, making it feel more like a collectible than just another accessory. So after testing the Nitro Deck across Zelda and different games, I have to say that this game really transformed my Nintendo Switch experience. It fixes a lot of the problems that I had for years, like the Joy-Con drift, hand cramps, that loose flimsy feel from the original controllers. Everything here feels solid, comfortable, and premium. The Hall effect sticks are a game changer. The extra buttons are super handy and the customization options makes it feel more like a personal setup. I also like that it's easy to set up. Just slide your Switch in, enable wire mode, and you're ready to play. With the Nitro Deck app that is rarity tracking, it feels like CRKD added a fun collective twist to it. Now, it does make your Switch a bit bulkier, but I mostly use my Switch on handheld mode, and it's not just a big deal. It feels like another Steam Deck. Overall, if you're tired of drift and you want your Switch to feel more like a pro handheld, the CRKD Nitro Deck is absolutely worth checking out. Thanks for watching, people, and if you enjoyed this review, make sure to hit a like, comment, and subscribe. This will really help out this channel. Also, let me know in the comments if you're thinking of picking one up, or if you already have one. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Catch you in the next one. Happy gaming, people.